I know that a small group of ALTs has indeed made it to Japan. I think that you honestly will get here by the end of 2021. Hello, my name is Adria. Welcome back to A Dream in Japan. I was a JET for 4 years. I quit the JET program in 2020, and my replacement is yet to be here because the 2020-2021 the JET program ALT exodus is an ongoing saga. And today I want to talk to you about what my predictions, educated guess, no official information, if I think you're gonna make it here in 2021, what I think you should expect, and what to do to help prepare yourself for coming to Japan. Let's get started. I'm gonna kind of walk around my neighborhood a little bit and talk about this because it's more interesting than me sitting somewhere. So please enjoy the thunder rolling in the background. So I am not a current JET, however, I'm still in contact with many ALTs and friends that are in the program. I'm also a member of a Facebook group, which you should definitely join, called the Return to Japan Facebook group, link in the description. This Facebook group helped me get home over 2020 Christmas and back during coronavirus. I think it has a wealth of information, just make sure it's not outdated information about people coming into Japan. I think it's a good indicator for you if you are still stuck in your home country waiting to get that notification that your plane ticket is booked and you get to come to Japan. I honestly think that Claire or JET is kind of just holding off since they know they have to bring in close to 4,000 people. As I mentioned a minute ago, the coronavirus exodus from 2020 and now 2021 means close to 4,000 ALTs have quit their jobs, but no replacements have come. That's a lot of ALTs, and that's a lot of possible quarantining, training that Claire needs to do and set up. There's a huge logistical hurdle now, especially because there's 2 years worth of ALTs waiting. I don't want to say be patient more, but please be a little bit more patient. I think that you honestly will get here by the end of 2021. And I say that just as an educated guess, because I know that a small group of ALTs has indeed made it to Japan. They are quarantining in Tokyo right now as of mid-July 2021. That's right. That little group was a trial group. They are doing their 2-week quarantine right now in Tokyo. One of them is going to my city, and that is the only reason I know. So there is hope. Most likely you've gotten the emails about the 6 groups of ALTs that will be coming sometime after the Olympics. There's no specification if it's Australia or America or other countries. What I can sort of guess at is that North American, aka American, and Canadian JETs are the majority. I'm going to say that probably somewhere around 4 out of those 6 dates or so that were given in that email are probably set aside for America. I'm guessing somewhere close to 3,000 ALTs are probably coming from America. So I'm going to say that 2 of those dates are Australia, maybe some other countries that haven't yet made it. All right, the last part of this video is my advice about what you can do to prepare for coming to Japan in the next few months. Ooh, let's stop at this rice paddy. My best advice for you is, even if Japan does not require a vaccine passport, Claire and the JET program most likely will. So if you are a placed ALT who is waiting for their plane tickets, get vaccinated if you're not already. I think if you are a waitlisted ALT, definitely get vaccinated, because I think there's definitely going to be dumb people that don't and then they get bumped. So get vaccinated. Obviously, prepare for where you can get a PCR test for when you're leaving. Know your locations and kind of have that ready, because you don't know which group and you don't know how far out they're going to tell you. Next is definitely mentally prepare for a 2-week quarantine in some random hotel in Tokyo. You will probably be alone. You might be with another ALT. I don't know. If you have dietary restrictions, join the group I mentioned earlier down in the description, Return to Japan Facebook group. They have a lot of information about like getting food, bringing food into the hotels and stuff like that. My other advice is, because your predecessor may or may not have been here recently, you may find yourself with kind of no support system. A lot of ALTs in the past kind of got to overlap with their previous ALTs. Prepare to be confident in your meeting new people skills, going with the flow, being flexible, and all that kinds of stuff. If you haven't already connected with other ALTs who are in Japan in your prefecture, then definitely try to do so. There are Facebook groups for every prefecture, and a lot of prefectures have started things like Discord, events, and other things because we've been social distancing for a year and a half. So there's actually an ALT who has not arrived in Japan who joined my old prefecture's Discord groups, and he knows the whole community as if he was a working ALT right now. So you can do that too. Join your Facebook groups, join Discords, and start to know the community so that when you arrive, whenever it is, you might be arriving in the middle of the school year. You might not get summer break or winter break to adjust. You might be thrown right into it. So having a support system already in place before arriving would be really helpful. Keep saving money if you haven't already been doing that for a year and a half extra. If you can get out of your apartment and stuff now, I think it's worth it. If you can go home with your parents and have free rent and just save money. The world is a crazy place. You're not going to get to visit for a while. So spend time with friends and family. I think you're going to get here before the end of 2021. It just started raining. Just remember that mental health is something that is extremely important, and that you need to have a mental health system in place. Japan's mental health is very bad, but you are going to be more isolated than the average ALT usually is at the beginning of their placement. Usually there's a lot more in-contact support, especially if you're an Inaka or countryside ALT. It's going to be a little bit harder to reach out and connect and make friends. So make sure that you have a support system in your home country. And if you don't have a support system in your home country, like I said, get in the Facebook group so that you don't feel lonely and isolated even while you're waiting. Thanks so much for watching, Dreamers. If you have any questions at all about my predictions or where I'm getting my information from, please leave a comment. Give this video a thumbs up if you want me to make some other updates like this. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel so you get updates about stuff happening in Japan, my life, and of course the JET program. Thanks for watching. Keep dreaming, Dreamers.